can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere? There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully by the time I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio. Hello, Hamura. Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
Find myself scurrying home at night.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Revelio. Accio. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Mrs. Rabe should.
Revelio.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Revelio. Revelio.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Accio.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood. And Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Revelio.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Let me guess. You're after something fresh. When you find a good opportunity,
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck, and before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derrickles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
Revelio.
Hello, pardon me.
Lumos. Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere.
I'd take up herbology if it didn't...
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little student. To them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio! Better be sure I'm not seen.
Unforgivable. I ought to pay that. It's not for the world. Using that girl as bait. Someone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Revelio.
I reckon Rock more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Say what you will about Hogwarts, but
Such arrogance, thinking you can best me! Reduction!
pay for your deeds.
Reduction!
Where did you go, coward?
Accio.
Ah, there you are! Expulso!
In the clouds, this
I've never seen such magic.
up!
There we are.
You're easier to spot than an rock monster! Bombarder!
Confringo! Accio!
You'll be sorry you did that. Expulso! Expulso!
Stupefy! Confringo! Accio! Imperio! Flipendo! Sendo! Expulso! Accio! Crisis! Levioso! How dare you do such a thing to me? Confringo! Bombarder!
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
He must be here somewhere.
Revelio! Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to separate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Flipendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you,
Lumos.
Patrol Dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Revelio.
I'll look after you. I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Oh, sounds perfect. Deke has some exciting news to share.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect. Deke has some exciting news to share.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned, the one Harlow and the Poacher Pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so.
So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
A veritable gem in the Highlands, Marin. Oh, nice to see you here.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Off on an adventure, are we?
Perhaps I shall scout around Feldcroft for something to poach.
Fall dead asleep.
May I have a moment of your time?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Poaching near Cragcroft.
You can't stop us. Potato! Confringo!
blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here. Revelio. Confringo! Bombarda! Could the Phoenix be in there? Confringo! Bombarda! Protego! Confringo! Revelio.
I've not seen a trace. You don't think phoenixes can turn to rocks, do you?
Imagine a whole blooming bird.
Confringo! Potato! Incendio! Confringo!
Revelio.
You will fall! What do you think you're doing? Stop sticking around like a...
Confringo. Bombarda. Accio. Confringo. Bombarda. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Bombarda. Revelio. More poachers. How many are there? Imperial!
Is that you, Royland?
Now! Incendio!
You!
Down easy! You're no puppet, March!
All flavour of wicked to be had with a dark art.
Imperial!
I've heard centaurs more than you.
Incendio!
Is worse than mud bark.
Potato!
Perhaps you ought to give up.
I'll not be your marionette!
Confringo! Bombarda! Potato!
You lot gay!
Incendio! Oh, at least give it a bit. That's... Confringo! Incendio! How does that feel?
More poachers? How many are there?
What have you done? Loud as a...
Revelio. Imperio. Show yourself! Revelio.
I think I might rather enjoy this.
How dare you! You cannot control me! Sissy Shaker! Imperial! What do you need me to do? Bombarda! Confringo! 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 How satisfying. Revelio.
Keeping people out.
Imperial.
More poachers? How many are there?
Incendio!
You're sending off my eyebrows!
Time to get my claws out.
Incendio! Revelio. Just because I'm a poacher doesn't mean I dislike Imperial. If we had a need for Revelio.
Levioso! Anyone looking
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Let's play.
One in Berlin. I heard something.
Levioso.
Confringo! Revelio. Incendio!
You're no puppet master!
Revelio. 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 Confringo. Bombarda. Accio. Bombarda. Revelio. Protego! Revelio. Imperial. More poachers. How many are there?
Levioso! 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 Levioso!
Revelio.
Hello?
Stop right there!
Confringo. Bombarda. Protego. Accio.
So...
Confringo!
Accio. Confringo.
Levioso!
You will not survive this fight!
Imperial.
Stop this! Levioso!
Potentially one of my own! You! Someone get me down!
Levioso!
Confringo. One less poacher in the wizarding world. The Phoenix. It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do. Accio.
Confringo!
There it is again. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Protego. Incendio. Confringo. Imperio. Dependo. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Dependo. Imperio. Confringo. Incendio. Dependo. Revelio.
Well, it isn't a little hypocrite. You're
Levioso, confringo! When I get you, you're in a heap of trouble. Levioso! Fight back! Right down at once!
Incendio.
You're burning my spirit!
You couldn't move me!
Ah, there you are.
Levioso!
Confringo.
This isn't a What? Confringo!
Potato.
Everyone gets lucky now and then. Levioso!
Incendio.
You dare slay one of my own! You will fall!
Levioso!
Confringo. Potato. Started in it.
Am I supposed to be If I have so much as a scratch on me, you'll be sorry!
That was for Highwing. Your poaching days are over. Confringo. Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased. This looks intriguing. Confringo! Confringo! Defender! Imperial! Protego! Confringo! Incendio! Defendo! Confringo! Confringo! Defendo! Revelio! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
Did you find the Phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable! Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens! What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
Revelio. Revelio.
My father always told me, don't wander to drink. Never the same after he was attacked by a worm.
Hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.